going?
Don't know.
All right, we'll see you guys in 17 hours.
All right, later. What's up, YouTube? It is Will
And Jose, and welcome to our channel. What you just saw, we've done the unthinkable, especially during these times.
Yeah, guys, we decided to where we were at, aka the US, was not really doing what we were looking for. We did some internal life searching, and we're like, what we're looking for in life right now, it's not here. And we decided to go on an adventure of a lifetime, and we moved abroad. We moved to Thailand, guys.
Yay!
Thailand.
Not another state, which we just did in 2020, but an entirely new world for us. Yeah, we did it.
Honestly, I didn't really think about moving abroad. It wasn't something that was in my 5-year plan, 10-year plan, or any plan that you could think of. It was one of those things that just came out of nowhere when we started, Will started watching some videos on YouTube.
I mean, to be fair, like Jose said, it wasn't in our 5-year, 10-year, whatever plan we supposedly had for ourselves. To be quite honest with you, I don't even think I had that. But living abroad was something that I never thought possible. So it was never on our minds, but it was something we wanted to do together.
Agreed.
I think before we even talk about why we moved to Thailand, we decided in 2019 we were going to move to California. Like, that was my ultimate destination. Jose shared similar, like, want and desire for it. We didn't think we were going to be able to do it then. We were like, let's wait a couple years. I hate waiting. I'm so impatient. And then in August, I lost my mom, and that was, if you know me, you know my mom's like the most important person in the entire universe, to me, for me. So I'm not trying to cry. I won't cry. I'm holding it back. But that really set off inside of me. I kind of shut down life. And I was just doing things because that was my routine. And I don't even know how to describe it. That's what really set me off on wanting to go explore and live life more than what I was doing then. And after you lose a parent or anybody that's close to you, it's like you look at things completely different. And I seen the world completely different. What was once important to me was no longer important to me. It was no longer my focus. So that's kind of what got us started on that.
If you guys ever see Will wearing this necklace, it's actually his mom's ashes in there. So she is also traveling the world with us and will always be by his side. Nonetheless, she was an amazing woman, and I thank her for giving Will the courage to tap into those dreams of his and really put them into action, because had that not been the case, we would have never moved to San Diego, lived our life there, and now living our life here in Thailand. And to that, I say thank you very much.
Thank you, Mom. I love you. Ugh, I'm a disaster for you guys. I hate crying. Since she's passed away, all of a sudden I cry every day sometime, watching HGTV or whatever random channel, and then going off tangent back to why we moved. Yes, that ignited a fire in me, that ignited a fire in Jose. We're like, we're gonna take a baby step, so we moved to California during the pandemic. No, it was not planned. We'd already put in a deposit, month's rent, we sold everything. So we didn't know COVID was a thing. We're stuck in a state that we don't know anyone. Beautiful state, loved it. Best decision we made, I think. Yeah, it gave us the courage to, like, we can move, we can do this, we can do things without having the biggest bank account.
It was also a good way to test a relationship even more because during COVID, a lot of things were closed and the stay-at-home order was in place in California. So we spent a lot of our time indoors watching all these TV sitcoms or reality shows, and we also had the chance to explore a lot of California's hiking trails, and that's where a lot of our love for nature blossomed.
To be quite honest, our original plan was for us to move to Bali.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
It was
about that.
Bali. Indonesia was always our top destination.
What steered us away from Bali?
Because Bali was closed down during COVID. There was no way for us to get in. Look. Anyway, I Googled it specifically, what countries are open right now. And it brought up a CNN article, and it had all the countries, and I'm like, and then Thailand was on there. And if you know me, I get super excited to talk about Thailand because Thailand was always number one, my biggest dream of a place to visit. Not live, visit. Living was not even an option. I didn't think it was an option. So yeah, I started looking at Thailand, and then I saw like, wow, the cost of living. Yeah, the cost of living alone is worth it.
Oh yeah.
The people are phenomenal.
Another huge factor about why we chose Thailand was obviously our relationship status. Being part of the LGBTQIA community, we wanted to make sure we were moving somewhere where we felt safe, and there were also laws in place that protected people like us. Even religions played a huge role because we were looking at a different country, and however, that country didn't really have any laws in place in protecting LGBT people, so we weren't feeling comfortable moving somewhere where we couldn't show affection to each other publicly or privately. And Thailand, again, well done out of the research.
Yes, I'm getting very defensive listening to him talk out of his because that was me. That was all me.
All right, take it away. Take it away.
I'm so vigilant of everything around me, and being a gay person, I am not moving to a country where I have to feel like I can't be who I am. So I made sure I searched every country that had laws and regulations and religion and like LGBTQI regulations, because I could not afford, and we got in arguments about this because
Oh, we did.
he wanted to go to places that were not friendly at all. We would have stood out like a sore thumb in a bad way. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I can't. I don't want to move somewhere where I have to feel like I have to look over my shoulder 24/7 to feel comfortable. I am who I am. I want to go somewhere where I can feel like I can be who I am and still be respectful of the culture that I'm in. Like, I'm going into their territory. However, as long as they accept me, okay, great.
Yeah. Agree.
So
And
yes.
Thailand
Sorry.
is probably one of the most accepting countries in the world, solely because they believe in this idea of like reincarnation, and people, once they pass, they come back in a different life form. People of different sexual orientations or people of different color, they see them as souls that have
It might possibly be a reincarnation of somebody.
yeah, it's like a rebirth. So they can't fault people for who they are because that's who they were born into. And
Amazing.
being that we're in Thailand, we haven't felt any negative energy from anyone.
At all.
All we felt was love and acceptance.
But no, I mean, we've been in Thailand now for a little bit. Not super long, but enough to know that we made the right decision. The people are beautiful, like the nicest people, and it's a land of smiles. And when we first got here, it was a land of smiles, but everybody's dealing with COVID, so
Yeah.
nobody was smiling. However, they do now. They're great people. They've been so kind to us, It's beautiful here. And also another thing that made Thailand so appeasing is that we can travel. Like, Thailand is a great home base because you can travel to like South Korea, China, Indonesia, all these other places so much easier than living in the States.
We also want to change of pace. I think living in a westernized country, It's a lot of like go, go, go. You gotta have this, you gotta have that, which is great. But for us, it came to a point where we just wanted to slow down and relish the moment.
We didn't care about having more things. We don't need more things. The more we've been together, the longer we lived, we prefer to experience things. Like, that's how we want to live life, is through experiences. Skydiving, canoe, like any type of activity that we can have as a memory. We want to travel and live life through experiences rather than things.
True.
It's pretty simple. It's not to harp on anyone. Like, what makes us happy is definitely not going to make other people happy, but we had to take control of what makes us happy and actually do it and not be afraid. We were afraid, but not let that hold us back from actually doing it. And again, we know it's so much easier said than done. We know it firsthand. We know it so very well. The thing is, you have to stop looking for reasons to wait and reasons not to and reasons to actually do it. And if you can't do it this moment, put it in your mind that give yourself a timeline.
Yes.
And just every day have something to look forward to and to work towards, and it'll be here quicker than you know. That's literally what we did in a shorter amount of time, but that's what we did. And we're here, and we made our dream a reality, as corny as it sounds.
Well, now that we've lived here in Thailand, we are relying on one another more than ever. And you'll see a lot of that in our YouTube videos coming up ahead that we'll be making for you all, because it's something that we really want to do.
Yeah, like it's fun to live it. It's even more fun to like go back and watch these videos. We're like, oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Or you see something you didn't see in real time also, which is a benefit of recording everything.
Mm-hmm.
But we do make sure at the end of the day that we're recording as we're experiencing it. Like, we're not just recording to record. Like, we're here for the experience. We're literally just holding the camera as we're doing it.
Yes.
Yeah. Another reason I want to make a YouTube, well, both of us want to make a YouTube, is that we're people of color. There's not that many Black or Latino travelers right now, at least on YouTube. Not that I see. I mean, there's a few, but like, you know the majority of people that are traveling, what they look like, their background. And that's not to take away from who they are, what they've accomplished, what they're accomplishing. My point is, it's always nice to have a point of view from people that look similar to you, or, you know, close enough. And I mix Black and white, so it's nice to have that melatonin representing, and Jose's Latino. He's not Thai. So anybody that says he is Thai, or don't let him bullcrap you. He is not. People think he is.
I've got it a lot.
He's not Thai. We just hope we can, like, I don't know, inspire people to think beyond the walls they've set up for themselves. If you want something, please make it happen. Find a way. Don't let anybody hold you back. And most of the time, it's ourselves. So try not to. Find inspiration in anything you can.
Expect some Britney references here and there.
Lots of Britney references. If you know me, hashtag Free Britney.
Some sarcasm. We're sarcastic towards each other. Maybe not at first because we're still getting used to the camera. But that's something you'll see in our videos.
Stick with us. We're gonna travel Thailand. We cannot wait to travel even more of Thailand. We're gonna travel to other countries. I want to go visit my friend Julia in South Korea. Ooh.
Yes. So for those back at home, we're not going home anytime soon because there's so much more we want to see and do. And I can only hope that you are there by our sides watching these videos every week. And for all those who are new and are just meeting us, thank you so much for spending that time hearing our story. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification on our video to watch many more.
We're just thankful that we have the opportunity to do this.
Yes. If it's not for you guys, it's for us. But most of all, we just want to share our lives with you.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Until next time. Oh, make sure you watch Krabi Part 1 and Part 2 because they are uploaded now.
Yes.
So yeah. Okay, we're leaving now. Bye.
Bye.